with that, the two of us depart the classroom and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls. Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri. Now my heart belongs to Yuri. We got purple hair, come on. And of course, there's Monika. Monika's a close second, though. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Perhaps I'll have a chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright, I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. It's time to write a poem. Pick your word. Pick words you think your favorite club member will like. Something good might happen, or whoever likes the poem most. Oh dear. An ending. Wait, let me go back. Judgment. Okay, she likes anime, I think. Dark. Extreme. Romance. Heartbeat. Nightgown. Vivacious. Eternity. Intellectual. Fireworks. Uncontrollable fireworks. Extraordinary. Aura. Hawaii. Death. 5 more words. Time. Childhood. Ooh, fireflies. Daydream. And Doki Doki. Massacre? No. Inferno. Hi again, Melody. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but at least keep my word. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else was just hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise. I hope it isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Making you dive head first into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Oh, come on, like he deserves any slack. Sayori told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year. And last year too. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what, but if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monika and manga. Manga is literature! Oh wait, was she the one that liked manga? Oh boy. Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. Don't worry, guys. He helps me with busy work without me even asking. Like cooking, cleaning my room. How dependable. Sayori, that's because your room is so messy, it's distracting. And you almost set your house on fire once. Is that so? You two really are good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. How come you and Melody can become good friends too? Sayori? Ooh, that scared me. I said Sayori and somehow Siri heard Siri. Scared the crap out of me. Oh my gosh. I hope that caught that on stream. Ooh. Siri, nobody said your name, bitch.
My name is Siri.
Siri, shut up and go away.
Okay.
Ain't nobody talking to you, ho. I don't know why you decided to come over here. In fact, here, let's turn Wi-Fi off on my phone. That way she can't scare the dickens out of me again. Holy cow. As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into. Oh, Yuri even brought you something today, you know? Wait, Sayori! Sayori's kind of ruining the vibe here. Me? Not really. I was like, since when does this game give sound effects? Don't be shy! Do you know what I hate when people tell me that? Don't be shy. Like, what else you want me to do? It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. They already made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. What do I do? I'm sorry, Yuri. I wasn't thinking. I guess that means it's up to me to rescue the situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place, so any kind of gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what. Is that so? Yeah, I won't make it a big deal if you don't want it to be. Alright. Well, here. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out. So I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention, even if you don't really read. And we could, you know, discuss it if you wanted. This is... How is this girl accidentally being so cute? I know, right? She's adorable. I don't know how to do that cute little hand thing all you cool kids do nowadays, so... Isn't it like your pinky becomes something? Ooh, I don't know. She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. Man, it looks like no one wants to be bothered today. I slumped down the nearest desk. How am I supposed to occupy myself with something literature related by myself like this? I guess I could always read some of the book Yuri gave me, but I'm feeling a little too tired to read. I could probably fall asleep right now. I close my eyes and end up listening to Sayori's conversation with Monica. We're probably gonna seem really lame compared to all the other clubs, though. Well, we can't give up. The festival is our chance to show everyone what literature is all about. The problem is that the idea of a literature club sounds too dense and intellectual. But it's not like that at all, you know. We just need a way of showing that to everyone. Something that speaks to their creative minds. That doesn't solve the problem, though. What do you mean? Even if we come up with the most fun thing ever. Nobody will come in the first place if it's a literature event. So it's more important to figure out how to get people to show up in the first place, you know? And after they come, we can do the thing to speak to their creative minds. What's this? Sayori is taking this really seriously. To hear her deliberating like this. That's a good point. In that case, do you think the food will do the trick? What kind? Well, I guess we could... Cupcakes! Aha, good thinking. Can't go wrong with cupcakes. Natsuki would love to do that. You're right. Natsuki makes the best cupcakes. That works out perfectly. That wasn't why you suggested it. Cupcakes speak to my creative tummy. Cupcakes it is then. Oh, that piece is cute. I'm hungry. Anyway, we still need to work out the details of the event itself. I find myself smiling. In the end, Sayori is still her usual self. But therein lies the unexpected reason I admire her. Unlike me, who has trouble finding any motivation at all, Sayori can put her mind to things and make them come to life. Ooh, we got a new follower goal! 2020! Yay! Woo! Oh, that was cool. Thank you so much. Who was it? Let's see. Gotta move my game out the way. Lady the Row, you just hit my goal. You helped us hit our first goal. I can't help but wonder what it would be like to see the world through her eyes. Oh, is this where we're gonna get freaky? I heard it was kind of a... I was playing this other dating sim and someone was like, hey, play this one instead, so... That one was kind of weird. Whoa. Oh, wow. She's really close up there. I open my eyes to find Sayori's face filling my vision. I nearly fall out of my chair. Sorry. Wait. Actually, I'm not sorry at all. It's your fault for sleeping like that. This isn't the napping club. Ooh, if a napping club was a real thing, I would be your girl. I'm good at taking a nap. Actually, I took a nap before getting on here. Does our school have a napping club? Oh, I wish. I would have joined that for sure. You're staying up late again, aren't you? Now that you're in a club, you're gonna have less time for anime, you know. You'll need to get used to it. Don't say that so loud. I glance over my shoulder to see if Monica overheard. It's true, though. Yeah. I know. You're always looking out for me, Sayori. It's what I do best. That's a problem. What about you? You look out for me better than you look out for yourself. You're still oversleeping every day, aren't you? Not every day. Only every other day. That's not very convincing. I like the music, so if I'm dancing, I'm sorry. I don't realize I'm doing it sometimes. How many days this past week have you gotten up on time? That's, it's a secret. I knew it. Come on. At least give me the benefit of the doubt. I can't even do that. We all know that one person in our life that doesn't wake up for anything. The house could be on fire and they'd probably sleep through it. Look, Sayori, it's written all over you. Yeah, look at that face and the fingers. Sayori glances around at herself. How is it written all over me? You were clearly in a rush this morning. Look, your hair is sticking out all around here. Ah. I ran my fingertips down the side of Sayori's hair, trying to straighten it out. Man, you really need a brush for this. My hair is just really hard to get right. I won't fall for that. There's more than just your hair. Look, your bow isn't straight either. And there's a toothpaste stain on your collar right here. I tried to wipe off the stain with my finger. But nobody would ever notice that. 'Cause of course they would. Nobody's gonna tell you about it because they don't want to embarrass you. That's like something stuck in your teeth. They won't tell you. They'll let you go. But you're like, yeah, it's not there. A true friend would tell you though, like, hey, girl, you got something in your teeth. Fortunately, I really don't care about that. Hey, you meanie. And you don't even keep your blazer buttoned up. Seriously, Sayori. Why do you think you don't have a boyfriend yet? Eh? That's super mean. Sorry, but you'll thank me later. I start to button her blazer from the bottom. Once you see how much better it looks, you'll change your mind. Whoa! We got a new shot here. Eee! This is so funny. What is? Well, I was just thinking how weird it is to have a friend who does these kind of things. Hey, she's got a red sparkle in her eye. Eh? Don't say that. You'll make me feel weird about it, stupid. It's okay, though. I'm happy we're like this. I don't know any boy best friend that I ever had that helped me out like that. Aren't you? I guess. Hey, be careful. The button might come off. Why is this one so hard to close? I struggle to fully close the bottom button near her chest because she's got boobs. Harder when you got boobs. Does this thing even fit you properly? It did when I bought it. If you ever buttoned it, you would have noticed sooner that it doesn't fit you anymore. What are you smiling about? It means my boobs got bigger again. Yay, we love that. Don't say that out loud. Though he's that close to him, at least. Anyway, you look much better now, so... Why does it feel strange to see Sayori's blazer buttoned up like that? But it's so stuffy. It's not worth it at all. Sayori hastily unbuttons her blazer once more. All my hard work, poof, gone. Phew, that's so much better. Sayori puts her arms out and twirls around. So if I keep it unbuttoned, then I won't get a boyfriend, right? What kind of logic is that? And why are you saying that like it's a good thing? Because if I had a boyfriend, then he wouldn't even let you do things like this. And you take care of me better than anyone else would anyway. So that's why I'm keeping it unbuttoned. Stop saying all these embarrassing things. Eh? I didn't say anything embarrassing. Jeez. Well, anyway, just focus on trying to wake up a little earlier. Only if you focus on going to bed earlier. Fine, fine. It's a deal. I guess we really are better at taking care of each other than we are at taking care of ourselves. Yeah, I guess so, huh? So maybe you should come wake me up in the morning. You're doing it again, Sayori. But I was joking that time. Man, it's impossible to tell with you sometimes. Okay, everyone. Oh, she ruined the moment. Monica suddenly calls out, "Why don't we share the poems we wrote now?" Yay! I'm interested to see what my poem comes out. I can't wait to read yours. Yeah, same. I failed to sound enthusiastic, but Sayori still trots away to retrieve her poem. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I've never really done this before. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with? I can't wait. Sayori and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayori is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Who should I read my poem to first? Okay, here's choice time. I really like Yuri. I think I'm gonna read to Yuri. Alright, let's go Yuri. Yuri seems the most experienced, so I should start with her. I can trust her opinion to be fair. Oh, we got some good change of music. Yuri stares at the poem. A minute passes, more than enough time for her to finish reading. Awkward. Oh! Sorry. I forgot to start speaking. She feels like my kind of, feels like my vibe. Anxious, quiet. It's fine. Don't force yourself. I'm not. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay. This is your first time writing a poem, right? I'm guessing it really must have sucked. Yeah? Why do you ask? I'm just making sure. Just say it sucks, it's fine. I guess that it might be after reading through it. Ah, so it's that bad. I feel like she's just like most people, like just chill, like anxious, maybe a little anxious, but chill. So it's that bad. No! Did I just raise my voice? I have a thing for I have a thing for purple hair and red hair. Like anytime there's a game that has a redheaded character, I have to romance them. I'm so sorry. Yuri buries her face in her hands. I couldn't help but notice that it's been several minutes and we really haven't gotten anywhere. It might take Yuri a while to get used to new people. It's fine, I really didn't notice. What were you saying? Right, just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expensiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone and she sounds like an expert. Yes, when we know what we're talking about, we can sound like an expert. When I have no idea what I'm talking about, I ramble. Or I'm like, I don't know what words to put together, and then I play with my hair. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it comes all with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little bit biased though. Biased how? I don't know, I think Natsuki's probably my least favorite. So far anyways. Well... Never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. I'm gonna guess a bit of all of it. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily, as if that's a rare opportunity for her. Which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Ooh. Ghost under the light. Oh, I'm terrible at reading cursive. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow bathing. It must be this one, the last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe calm, breathing air of the present, but living in the past. The light flickers, I flicker back. I'm so sorry, I have terrible handwriting. What? I wasn't thinking that at all. But it took you a long time to read. Ah. Well, I just don't read script very often. Are you like listening to me, gang? Are we on like a wavelength here? I actually think your handwriting is pretty. That's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Even though it was short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you liked it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Haha. What? Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you only did glance over it, after all. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of a poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost. I can tell you right now, I know nothing about poetry, so it was a good poem on my account. Lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past. And soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn, putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. It's nothing, really. Well, it makes me happy that you think that. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on these things too. Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I'll have to keep trying. I'm counting on you. Who should I read my poem to next? Let's go Sayori, because I think she'd like my poem. Oh my goodness. This is so good. See, I told you she was gonna think I'm magnificent. I love it. I had no idea you were such a good writer. Into my eye. Sayori, you must be seriously overreacting. I'm not a good writer at all. I honestly have no idea what I'm doing. Well, maybe that's why. Because I have no idea what I like either. We share a brain. We're like on the same wavelength. I could see why they're besties. Ha 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 ha. Jeez. Yuri's opinion was way more constructive than this. Maybe even Natsuki's. Are you sure you don't like it? Are you sure you don't like it just because I wrote it? Well, I'm sure that's part of it. I think I understand you better than a lot of other people, you know? So when I read your poem, it's not just a poem. It's a melody poem, or whatever my manly name is. And that makes it feel extra special. Like I can feel your feeling in it. Sayori hugs the sheet against her chest. You're so weird, Sayori. You're just learning this now, but the best people are the weirdos, okay? I'm really happy just that you wrote one. It just reminds me of how you're really a part of the club now. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See? It's like I said before. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know? Try new things like this for other people. That's something that only really good people do. Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined. Knowing how much this means to her and all. Yeah, and I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That will be my way of thanking you. Alright, I'm gonna hold you to that then. Yay! Now you'll read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. I want to know what my poem sounded like, though. I want to read it. We'll see about that. Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you missed me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed. Making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever, but I'm not mad. I want breakfast. Hey, my kind of girl. She added breakfast in there. This is just a guess, but did you wait until the morning to write this? No. She probably wrote it as she was getting out of bed. Just a little bit. You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. I forgot to do it last night. Well, at least that makes me feel a little better about myself. Don't be mean. I still tried my best. Yeah. I didn't mean to say that it was a bad poem. It came out nice, or how should I put it? It sounds just like you. Really? Yeah, especially that last line. I made eggs and toast. Even though you were late to school, it's bad to skip breakfast. I get all cranky. Hangry alert. Hangry alert. Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me. This was so much fun. Monica's the best. Yeah. But next time I won't forget. And I'm gonna write the best poem ever. Well, I guess I look forward to it. Ooh, now let's leave the judgmental one. I think Natsuki was the judgmental one. Let's go, Monica. Monica's my second favorite character so far. Hi, Melody. Having a good time so far? Yeah. Good, glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off than with just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Ahaha. Don't worry. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem. I like this one. It makes me think of something Sayori would like. Is that so? You and Sayori are really good friends, right? I wouldn't be surprised if you had those sorts of things in common. Well, we may be good friends, but Sayori and I are actually really different. Well, that may be the case, but maybe there are also some similarities that you wouldn't expect. The way she talks about you, it sounds like the two of you really care about each other's well-being. Even if you show it in different ways, it ends up being more similar than you'd think. So I think that's the kind of vibe I get when reading your poem. You sure you're not reading into this too much? Aha, I could be. Oh gosh, I sound like Yuri. But in any case, Sayori's writing has kind of gentle feel to it. I can tell that she likes exploring with emotions like happiness and sadness. Who knew that someone so happy could enjoy sad things too? Yeah, that's totally unexpected. Well, to each their own. And you shouldn't be afraid to experiment a little bit either. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little bit biased toward their own kinds of styles, but I'll help you either way. Find out what suits you the most. I'll always help you. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. I think that's what he's going for, though. He doesn't want to be a complete goon. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? I see. Well, let's read it then. Oh, she went all out here. Okay. Hole in wall. It couldn't have been me. See the direction the sparkle protrudes. A noisy neighbor, an angry boyfriend. I'll never know I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel blind like a... blind like a film left out in the sun, but it's too late. My retina is already scorched with the promised copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep, stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in, I was looking out. And he on the other hand, and he on the other side was looking in. So what do you think? It's very freeform if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. Now, don't most poems, they don't even rhyme most of the time anymore. I made a rhyme. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could oh. I didn't know you could, if you right-clicked, it would get rid of the text. I was like, wait, what did I do? Let's go back. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It has been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here, Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Thanks for coming to my TED Talk. All right, we got one more poem to read. Yay! Well, it's about what I expected from someone like you. That's a little blunt. Well, excuse me. It's not like I said it was bad. She just has this like snotty attitude. Maybe I'm just reading it that way, I don't know. It just didn't evoke any emotions. So basically, it's not cute enough for your tastes. Do you want to get smacked? I'll pass. No, thank you. Sigh. Well, anyway, I guess I need to show you mine. Not that you'll like it. Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run. Eagles can fly, people can try, but that's about it. You're right, I don't get it. Yeah, I told you that you weren't gonna like it. I like it. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because sound reasoning there, girly. Everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't the point of a poem for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. I mean, at least I could read it. It wasn't cursive. Or weird text, at least. Yes, exactly. I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line. So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did ya? Yeah, I guess not. I decided to humor her with that last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Phew! I guess that's everyone. I glanced around the room. That was a little more stressful than I had anticipated. It's as if everyone's judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club, after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I end up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns a poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. Can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I don't think we read the same poem. I mean, I'm not a poem expert, but I don't know. I was trying to say something nice. You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all. You're so mean. Don't be mean to our girl, Yuri. Well, I do have a couple suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Ooh, snooty pants. I really don't like this girl. She reminds me of every girl I went to high school with. Couldn't give him a damn compliment. Which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it. And Melody did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me? I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless of course I come across something particularly inspiring. Which I haven't yet. And like my poem too, you know, so... He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh? I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. Uh-oh. Oh no. She got a crush on me. So I want to have a crush on me, okay? Okay? That's not true. Oh. You're just... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that he appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours. Ladies, don't fight over me, okay? Huh? And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? Why does this music make me feel like I'm in a carnival? Where's the clowns? Please tell me there are no clowns. No. If I was full of myself, I would have deliberately gone out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Ugh. Is everyone okay? Yeah, like, go break that up before it's gonna be a cat fight. Get your claws out, kitty cats. Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as he started showing up. Natsuki! Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you. Oh, snap. They done gone lost their ever-loving minds. I have that effect on women, what can I say? Hey, the circus music is kind of throwing me off here. They're supposed to be getting ready to throw hands on each other. For little me. I don't like fighting, guys. Suddenly, both girls turned towards me as if I just noticed I was standing there. She's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that symbol writing is more effective. All over poetry, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point in making your poems all convoluted for no reason? The meaning should jump out at the reader, not force them to have to figure it out. Help me explain that to her, Melody. Wait! There's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meaning the most effectively. Avoiding them is not only unsuccessfully limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, right? Well... How did I get dragged into this in the first place? It's all over you, my man. It's not like I know anything about writing. But whoever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me. So of course that's going to be... Help me, Sayori! I like Yuri, so we're gonna go with Yuri. This might be bad and blow up in my face later, but we'll try it. I don't need Sayori's help. Natsuki, you're right that I liked your poem. See? Wait! Oops. That's not an excuse for you to be so mean. You shouldn't pick a fight just because someone's opinion is different. That's not what happened at all. Yuri wouldn't even take my poems seriously. I understand. Yuri? You're a seriously talented writer. It's no secret that I was impressed. Well, But here's the thing. No matter how simple or refined someone's writing style is, they're still putting feelings into it and it's become something really personal. That's why Natsuki felt threatened when you said her poem was cute. I see. I didn't notice that. I'm sorry. But Natsuki, you took it way too far. Yuri means well, and if you just told her how you felt, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. Are you kidding? That's exactly what I did. It was her that... Natsuki, I think that's enough. You both said some things that you didn't mean. Yuri apologized. Don't you think you should too? Natsuki clenches her fist. In the end, nobody has taken her side. She's trapped at this point, being defiant only because she can't handle the pressure. I end up even feeling bad for her. Sometimes when I'm hurt, it helps to take a walk and clear my head. Sayori, she doesn't need to. You know what? I'm going to do that. It'll spare me from having to look at all your faces right now. Without warning, Natsuki snatches up her poem from the desk and storms out. On her way out, she crumples up the poem with her hands and throws it in the trash. Natsuki, she really didn't need to do that. I look across the room. Yuri has her chin buried in her hands while she stares down at her desk. I gingerly approach her and sit in an adjacent chair. Everything all right? I'm so embarrassed. I can't believe I acted like that. You probably hate me now. No, Yuri. How could anyone not have gotten frustrated after being treated like that? You handled it as well as anyone could. I don't think any less of you. Well... Alright, I believe you. Thanks, you're too kind. I'm thankful to have a part of this club now. It's nothing. One more thing. That one thing that Natsuki said about, you know... I would never do anything so shameful. So... What thing did Natsuki say? Well, never mind that. I'm going to go make some tea. Ah, good idea. Make enough for more than one person, okay? Yeah. Okay, everyone. It's just about time for us to leave. How did you all feel about sharing poems? It was a lot of fun. Well, I'd say it was worth it. It was all right. Well, mostly. Hey, she came back. How about you? Yeah, I'd say the same. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone. Awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. And maybe you learned something from your friends, too. So your poems will turn out even better. I think to myself, I didn't learn a little more about the kinds of poem everyone likes. With any luck, that means I can at least do a better job impressing the ones that I want to impress. I nod to myself with newfound determination. Ready to walk home? Sure, let's go. Eehee. Sayori beams at me. It truly has been a while since Sayori and I have spent this much time together. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either.